She's selling out stadiums coast to coast with her Cowboy Carter tour, and dominating headlines across the US, but Beyoncé's latest spotlight moment is just the surface. While the world sings along to her southern sound, Queen Bey is playing a far bigger game behind the scenes. What if I told you that this Houston-born icon, already worth nearly $800 million, is quietly constructing a business empire so powerful, it could make her a billionaire by 2026? Fashion, film, fragrance, and fierce ownership, Beyoncé isn't just performing, she's positioning. And what she's been keeping out of the headlines. It's a blueprint for generational wealth, cultural dominance, and a legacy that'll outlast the music. Welcome to the world Beyoncé doesn't show on stage. Welcome to Loyal Luxury, where we dive into the lives of icons who define success, power, and legacy. Today, we're exploring the unstoppable force that is Beyoncé, her billion-dollar empire, her record-breaking achievements, and the cultural revolution she's leading. From Grammy glory to the Cowboy Carter takeover, this is more than fame, it's a blueprint for greatness. Let's uncover the real story behind Queen Bey's reign. Chapter 1: The Grammy Queen's historic breakthrough. Beyoncé just did what no one else could. At the 2025 Grammy Awards, under the bright lights and roaring crowd, she made history. After 25 years of nominations, Queen Bey finally took home Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter, and get this, she's the first black woman this century to win it. Only 3 black women have ever claimed that title before. Let that sink in. But this wasn't just a win, it was vindication. She stood on stage holding the golden gramophone, Blue Ivy by her side, and said, "It's been many, many years." You could feel the weight of that moment. Her voice didn't just carry pride, it carried decades of being overlooked. Remember, just last year, Jay-Z called out the Grammys, saying, "She has more Grammys than everyone, and never won Album of the Year." Well, not anymore. With that one award, Beyoncé didn't just break records, she rewrote them. Now holding 35 Grammys, she remains the most awarded artist in history. And with 99 nominations, she's the most nominated ever. Oh, and she's also the first black artist to win Best Country Album, flipping an entire genre on its head. This wasn't just a Grammy win. It was a cultural shift. Beyoncé didn't just walk in, she kicked the door down. Chapter 2: The $800 million Empire. Alright, let's talk serious money. As of 2025, Beyoncé's net worth has exploded to a jaw-dropping $800 million, nearly triple what she was worth back in 2016. And that's not just music money. Her Renaissance World Tour raked in a mind-blowing $579 million, the highest-grossing tour by any black artist in history. But Queen Bey isn't just performing, she's executing. In 2024, she dropped Secret, her own haircare line, and within months, it hit 1,400 Ulta beauty stores across America. That same year, she launched Sir Davis Whiskey, named after her great-grandfather, blending legacy with business in true Beyoncé style. Her company, Parkwood Entertainment, doesn't just manage her music, it runs her entire creative universe. Then there's Ivy Park, her fashion brand that continues cashing in big through her Adidas partnership. And here's the real kicker, add in Jay-Z's $2.5 billion fortune, and the Carters sit atop a combined $3.2 billion empire. We're not just talking rich, we're talking dynasty level. Beyoncé didn't just build a brand. She built an institution. Chapter 3: The Cowboy Carter Cultural Revolution. Cowboy Carter wasn't just an album, it was a full-blown cultural earthquake that shook the foundations of American music in 2024. Beyoncé rode in with a Stetson and a mic, and by the time the dust settled, she had 1.2 billion streams on Spotify and a #1 debut. But this wasn't just about charts. It was a revolution. Within weeks, Beyoncé triggered an economic ripple. Levi's stock soared after her track Levi's Jeans dropped, with sales jumping 20%. Suddenly, the whole country wanted in. Western fashion searches spiked 59%, cowboy boots up 51%. She didn't just ride the trend, she created it. Beyoncé turned 2024 into the year of denim, fringe, and fearless Southern flair. But the real flex? She used the spotlight to reclaim history, amplifying the voices of black country pioneers like Linda Martell, and smashing through the genre's old barriers. This wasn't country music's past, it was its reckoning. And just like Thriller, Cowboy Carter earned 11 Grammy nominations, matching Michael Jackson's iconic record. Beyonce didn't just step into country, she redefined it, on her own terms. Chapter 4: The Luxury Lifestyle Empire. When it comes to living large, Beyonce doesn't just set the bar, she owns it. In 2023, she and Jay-Z shook the real estate world by dropping $200 million on a Malibu mansion, the most expensive home ever sold in California. Sprawling across 42,000 square feet, designed by legendary architect Tadao Ando, the estate rests on 8 pristine oceanfront acres like a modern-day palace in the sky. But the luxury doesn't stop at the front gate. Their car collection? Valued at $1.7 million, featuring gems like the Lamborghini LM002, better known as the Rambo Lambo, and a $28 million Rolls-Royce boat tail, one of the rarest rides on Earth. And for the Carter kids? Nothing but royalty. Blue Ivy's first birthday alone cost $200,000, with $95,000 in flowers. That's not a party, it's a red carpet event for a toddler. Then there's the $40 million Bombardier Challenger 850 private jet Beyonce gifted Jay-Z. You heard that right, gifted. They jet set in style, rock 68-day mink lashes, and crash in $20,000 a night Paris suites like it's no big deal. This isn't just luxury, it's generational wealth wrapped in designer silk. Beyonce built an empire, and she's living like royalty. Chapter 5: The Cowboy Carter Tour Phenomenon. It's not just a tour, it's the event of the year. When Beyonce kicked off her Cowboy Carter and the Rodeo Chitlin Circuit Tour in April 2025, she didn't just hit the stage, she made history. The tour's name nods to the historic Chitlin Circuit, a powerful tribute to the black musicians who paved the way during segregation. And now, Queen Bey's taking that legacy global. From the second the lights drop, it's pure spectacle. She struts out in custom Mugler ensembles dripping in 35,724 hand-embroidered crystals, with boots boasting 53,000 more. We're talking full-on rhinestone rebellion. The stage? A mechanical, LED-filled wonderland blending futuristic tech with Western soul, transporting fans into Beyonce's wild, reimagined frontier. And good luck getting a ticket. Every stop? Sold out in minutes. Stadiums across the US, UK, and Europe gone. 4 nights at London's Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Packed shows at MetLife and SoFi. This isn't just a concert, it's a cultural pilgrimage. Beyonce turned a tour into a phenomenon, and fans are stampeding to witness the revolution live. Chapter 6: Business Empire and Brand Collaborations. Beyonce's not just a performer, she's a powerhouse strategist. In 2024, she teamed up with Levi's for the Reimagine campaign, flipping classic denim ads into bold, Beyonce-fronted moments. The result? Levi's stock soared, proving that when Bey signs on, the market listens. But this is far from her first corporate takeover. Her $50 million Pepsi deal? Groundbreaking. Her decades-long L'Oreal partnership? Legendary. She's also flexed her influence with Tiffany & Company, American Express, and a game-changing collab with Adidas that turned Ivy Park into a streetwear force. Still, Beyonce's reach isn't just commercial, it's transformational. Through her Bey Good Foundation, she's donated $2.5 million for LA wildfire relief, championed disaster recovery, and poured resources into education and small business grants. Her mission? Uplift communities that systems overlook. Beyonce's empire isn't built on fame alone. It's precision, vision, and impact, turning every move into a cultural moment and every dollar into a legacy. Chapter 7: Family Life and Next Generation Stars. In the Carter household, greatness runs deep, and the next generation is already stepping into the spotlight. At just 13, Blue Ivy isn't just Beyonce's daughter, she's a Grammy winner, a tour regular, and a poised performer who commands the stage with the grace of a seasoned pro. On the Cowboy Carter Tour, she's not only shining, she's playing big sister and protector to the rising star in the family, Rumi. At just 7 years old, Rumi made her stage debut, and she didn't just show up, she owned it. When asked how it felt to hear thousands cheer her name, she looked up and said, "It feels powerful." That's Beyonce blood right there. The twins, Rumi and Sir, even celebrated their 8th birthday mid-tour in London, surrounded by flashing lights and roaring fans. But Beyonce's not handing them fame, she's guiding it. In an interview with GQ, she said she works extremely hard to give her kids normalcy and privacy. Still, it's clear she's quietly preparing them for the throne. With Blue Ivy already showing natural leadership on stage, the Carters aren't just raising kids. Chapter 8: Controversies and Cultural Impact. Even the most polished diamonds catch some heat, and Beyonce, despite her flawless image, hasn't been immune. In 2025, a storm hit. The Jay-Z and Diddy scandal pulled the Carter name into the headlines. Allegations dating back to 2000 resurfaced, and while Jay-Z has firmly denied everything, the scrutiny on their family has been relentless. For a couple so fiercely private, this wasn't just a PR crisis, it was an unwanted spotlight on their portrays. Then there's the "thank you, Beyonce" conspiracy lighting up social media, fans connecting dots every time a celeb name drops her in award speeches. Coincidence? Probably. But it speaks volumes. Beyonce's influence has grown so mythical, even her silence echoes. But here's where it gets real. Yale University just announced a course for spring 2025 titled "Beyonce Makes History." An Ivy League deep dive into her music, politics, and legacy, from her 2013 self-titled shock drop to Cowboy Carter's genre-busting fire. She's not just a pop star. She's become a living, breathing curriculum, proof that Beyonce doesn't just shape charts. She shapes culture. Conclusion: the Queen's eternal reign. If there's one thing this journey through Beyonce's world has shown us, it's this: she's not just a performer. She's a force. A cultural architect reshaping the fabric of American society, one bold move at a time. From shattering Grammy ceilings to flipping country music on its head, from building an $800 million empire to raising a dynasty of future icons, Beyonce isn't following the blueprint. She is the blueprint. Her rise from Houston's Third Ward to global icon status isn't luck, it's vision. Talent fused with calculated strategy, unshakable discipline, and a deep-rooted purpose. And with the Cowboy Carter tour still lighting up stadiums, new brands launching, and her kids already carving out their legacies, Queen Bey's throne isn't up for grabs. Not now. Not ever. The real question isn't will Beyonce stay relevant. It's how will she blow our minds next? In a world drowning in hype, she remains a symbol of real power, where artistry meets business, and legacy trumps fame. So tell us, what's your favorite Beyonce moment from this wild ride? Drop it in the comments and hit subscribe for more elite-level celebrity deep dives. The reign continues. Thanks for joining us at Loyal Luxury as we uncovered the incredible journey of Beyonce, her empire, her influence, and her legacy. If you loved this deep dive, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of luxury, power, and success. Up next, we're diving into the life and rise of Miley Cyrus, her bold moves, fearless style, and music evolution. Watch the full story here. Stay tuned for more exclusive insights.